Now, with Trump coming in, the Russia-Ukraine war can see a bit of a lull, but I've told you the combinations are incendiary. Nothing will now stop Russia. So this is going to be like a full-fledged war. And even if the Trump government refuses to support Ukraine, what is the worry is that Europe will now come alongside Ukraine and fight Russia. And that will not augur well for Europe. So from 2025 to 2033, in this entire period of Atichari Brihaspati, Europe will see some bloody years, like the reappearance of the crusades of the Middle Ages. You know, history repeats itself. Karma rebounces. So those crusades of the Middle Ages, they will seek reappearance now. Poland and Hungary will play a very crucial part, not in 2025, but in this entire 8-year arc, play a crucial part in war. Poland and Hungary, like the starting point of something of sorts. Not that they are major powers or anything, but this needs to be looked at. So England, France, Germany, and the rest of Europe who will now support Ukraine. Because if you look at the chart of Ukraine, this is not a war that Ukraine will ever, even with the support of Europe, will ever win. Russia has the potential of nuking the rest. And so this will start a period, as I said, of misadventure from a nuclear perspective. So if you look at England, you look at France, and you look at Germany, and you look at President Zelensky still thinking that he can wage a war or that he has the support, I think this is false bravado at its best. It's very clear from, I wish President Zelensky had an astrologer. They would have looked at the chart and said, Capricorn Lagna chart with so many planets in the 8th house and Saturn transiting over natal Saturn and Mars in Capricorn, and that's when the war started. From 2020, they started a period which was absolutely futile and which would only cause trouble to that land. And the period is continuing. It is not that it's stopping, that there's going to be a change, that suddenly Europe will, now support Ukraine. You can see it very clearly in Ukraine's chart that it's like the war started, but this is not going to end. And this is not a wise decision that Ukraine is taking. It's very, very clear from the chart, because even the coming years are showing intense and immense trouble. Now, if you look at England, France, and Germany, which side of the fence they're at, you know that these are going to be difficult years ahead for these countries as well.